everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Bears are the least scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Dolphins' offense that will need to rise to the occasion. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete here. And here's a look at the starting offense. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the opportunity during the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. A wall of Dolphins, and there are lots of them there to make the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
No, check. Patriot. Over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Defensive back that got to him with the pressure.
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's got room. Oh, he bowls over him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Back down, Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra defensive back on the... They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. First play of the drive, let's get credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher.
He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know, there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. A sea of Dolphins there that time in on the tackle. 3rd down now following the run. They come out here in the I. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Well, he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Defense showing blitz. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a... Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in Colorado on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Flex round.
The play clock's running down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now it's the backup, Hackenberg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, they've been struggling through the air all game. That's no secret. That pass right there more than doubles his production all game.
And maybe now it snaps him out of that little bit of a funk that he's been in throughout this game in terms of throwing the ball. Maybe that gives him a little bit of confidence. We can take a few more shots downfield.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eddie Goldman in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up and good. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the time. Tight end position now is really a glorified wide receiver. We're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And they'll run it here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Hackenberg to throw it this time. He's got time. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Lucky 56.
3rd and long for Hackenberg. Finding time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and sneak it here.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll go on the ground. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Here we go now. No. Check, Patriot.
Hackenberg on second down, surveying the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And on the ground they go with a running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Eddie Goldman, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Hackenberg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Hackenberg on fourth. Now a and this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 73 yards. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Hackenberg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They come up in an offset eye. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going up top. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.